Hey guys, it's Chucky J, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the Comcast Xfinity modem with a Linksys E2500 wireless access point. Now keep in mind, you're not actually going to be replacing the entire modem, but you're just going to repurpose the Wi-Fi part of it. So what you're going to need is a computer, the Linksys E2500 router. It really can be any router, but in this tutorial I will be showing you what to do with the E2500. So the first thing you're going to need is a internet browser that's pretty new as of like this year. So Google Chrome is always your best bet. It's always kept up to date. The instructions are the same whether you be using Windows, Macintosh, Linux, Ubuntu, whatever. I just happen to be using Ubuntu, so it doesn't make a difference. But the first thing you're going to need to do is, most of you will probably still have your default address for Xfinity, so you're going to type in the top bar, not Google, but the top bar, 10.0.0.1. and then you're going to press enter. But I'm not going to do that because I've already done this ahead of time. But keep in mind, you will be typing in 10.0.0.1, but I will be typing in 192.168.1.1. Takes a minute to pop up. Okay, so what will happen, I don't know why it didn't happen for me. I'll show you what you should get when you go to that page. You should be getting this. The username is admin. The password is password. Yes, I'm not even kidding. The password is password. And then you press login. The first thing I'm going to show you, seeing as a lot of you probably have the default password, that's a really stupid move and I don't recommend it. So what you should click on is change password. You type in password in here, and then you type in your own personal password here, and you press save. I'm not going to do that, seeing as I've already set my own password. But now what you're going to do, the first thing you need to do at least, is go to your gateway, and then go to connection, and then local IP network. Wait, did I click? Yeah, local IP network. That's I'd click that. I don't know why it didn't go. But anyways, IPv4. The gateway address should be 192.168.1.1. Yours will say 10.0.0.1, but you need to change it to this. You just pause the video right now and change everything to what you see here except this. Do not mess with IPv6. I repeat, do not touch IPv6. Leave it exactly how it is. The only thing I want you guys to do is everything that I have highlighted right now. Pause the video and change this in your settings to match mine. So you've probably done that already, and now you're going to go to Wi-Fi. Keep in mind, I'm assuming that you will be doing this with your computer plugged in directly with an Ethernet cable. If you're not, you need to be. So in this case, we're going to go to the private Wi-Fi network, click edit, and you don't have to change it to do not use, but that's optional. And what you're going to want to do is uncheck the box that says no, I take that back. You want to uncheck the box that says broadcast network name. That will in some way get rid of your network, but you can still connect to it, so I take that back. Also, change your name to do not use. It's just out of the way, you'll never see it again, and that's the end of it. Now that you've gotten that out of the way, you're pretty much all done for this. So the next thing you're going to need to do is disconnect your laptop or whatever computer you're using, disconnect it from your Xfinity router, and connect it to the LAN 1 port on the Linksys E2500. I'll show you what I'm talking about right now so that you don't get confused. So what you're just gonna do is, there's 4 blue ports. You're gonna plug it into the first blue port. Do not, I repeat, do not use the yellow internet port. Plug one end into the blue number 1 slot and the other end into your laptop, and then go to 192.168.1.1, and it'll take you to a page that, well, I can't actually show you the page because I've already done it, but it'll tell you need to download some kind of software, but you can get around that. Just go at the bottom, it'll say continue with an unsecure network. That's what you're going to want to do, and then check the box that says I understand what I'm about to do, and then press continue, and then wait for my page to load so I can show you. So 192.168.1, you should be typing in .1.1, but for me it's going to be .254, and it soon will be for you. You're going to leave the username field blank, and the password is admin, and then log in. I will also be teaching you how to change the password for your default router. So the next thing is, you should change everything on this page to match mine. So this needs to match, it should already match, and this needs to match, and then set what your time zone is. I'll just let you pause the video there. I'm not going to spend too much time. IPv6, you don't even need to go at it, it's already the way it needs to be. Next thing you're going to want to do is wireless, because obviously the whole point of this is to bypass Xfinity's Wi-Fi, which sucks. So for you, Wi-Fi protected setup will be enabled, but we want a manual configuration. We want the 5 GHz channel to be wireless and only. You're going to name it whatever it is you want your network name to be. You're going to have 40 MHz only because that is the fastest speed you can get. You want to automatically select a channel unless you have a specific channel in mind, but I very highly recommend keeping it automatic. You want to broadcast your SSID. 2.4 GHz is kind of older stuff, like anything made before wireless N was mainstream pretty much. So if you have a device that is not compatible with a 5 GHz channel, you might want to make a second name for those devices and make it G only, automatic channel, and 20 MHz only. You're going to then save your settings, and you're going to go to wireless security. I don't really care if you guys see my password because it's not like anybody lives near me, and it's not like anybody's close enough to connect to my internet anyway, so I really don't care. 5 GHz, you're going to want WPA2 personal, set your own password. 2.4 GHz, WPA2/WPA mixed mode, whatever your password is going to be for that other 2.4 GHz network. And at that point you're done, unless you want guest access, but that's a totally different video. I'm not getting into it. The point of this is to only show you the bare minimum to get it working. And the final thing you're going to need to do is go to administration, and the router password, you want to change it from the default because it's not good to keep it at default because people can easily change your settings if they get on. So you're going to put your own password and then press save, and it's going to boot you back to the login screen. And once that happens, enter your password and you're done. Now you can close out your web browser, and if you go to your internet settings like the Wi-Fi, you should be able to connect without a problem at all. So as you can see here, my laptop is a piece of crap and it only knows how to do 2.4 GHz, so it says shook outdated crap, in other words G. So I would click on that, but on my iPhone, which supports the 5 GHz, I would do my default channel. So I hope this helps everybody out, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And by the way, any requests, if anybody needs help with anything, just ask me in the comments or something like that. So I hope this helped. We'll see you next time.